Okay, I'm using one of Scott Cook's tools here that he uses to make an axe out of, but I'm going to show you before you get to that point, and I'll also show the axe later, but how you can use this to make a bow drill set. And I got two pieces of a piece of sage here. And of course I'm not out in the desert, but I did get this from the desert, and start breaking these. Wouldn't be as nice and smooth as cutting, but I usually put it between two branches and trees and break it anyway, so that's no big deal. So I'm going to try to make the spindle out of this one and the hearth out of the other one, and I'm just using it as a chopper chisel kind of a thing right now. It's doing a real good job, nice and sharp. I don't know how good of a spindle this one will make. It's like all sage, not very nice straight grain wood, but I'll get that into a spindle, and I'm going to thin this one down more to make a hearth board, and then I'll get back to you on it. So Scott Cook's Scout axe he has. That should get a burn in. Okay, now we'll take the tool, and what I thought I would do, excuse me, I had to get my batoning board, would be to baton into the edge to start with for the V. Yeah, and then go ahead and make the wedge. I'll turn the camera off because I'm doing a lot more with this tool, and I don't want to make it too long. You get it too boring. But I'll make the V here, and then we'll start the bow drill. You're supposed to go about halfway into the hole. I never go that far. But what I did is take it to get a little bit further, take and baton it in, and then make it more sharper like that. So batoning this is really a nice way to go. Now we'll actually try to get the bow drill going. The end of this off. There we go. Okay. So I made the whole set with the Scout tool, and we'll see if it actually works here. It's not the tool's fault really now, it's more my fault if I don't get a fire going. This is sage, by the way. Looks like we got a coal. Yeah. Let it go a little bit. This is some cottonwood that bark that I got just the other day. Hopefully it's not too damp. I'll turn the camera up in a second to show me hopefully blowing it into a flame. Get something to put this out with. Here we go. So I don't want to waste this. So that's getting to be a nice coal. turn the camera up a little bit. So hopefully you'll see me going into flame. There we go. Turn it back down here. So, got her. So I used the Scout tool to make the hearthboard, which was a piece of sage, and I batoned it down to get it thinner, and this piece as well. And this one takes more shaping because it needs to be more rounded, of course. And this one, as long as you get it thin enough, is the main goal here. And so you can see it worked. And a real true test of a knife is to make a bow drill set, and this did it. This had the advantage of a long piece where I could baton down better too. I like this hole to hold on to when you're batoning. You don't have slip type problem that way. So the batoning did really good to. Okay, I'll try getting these curls. Realize this is the hardest that you'd have to do with the fire steel. It's like curls. There we go. Just want to turn this on again and show you. This is a Mishmesh steel, and this is the ferrocium I used on the curls. And you can see how it works with the Mishmesh. You throw the sparks, and you get a place where it's already been used here. Black saw. Fairly new steel. There we go. Anyway, does a good job of throwing sparks with both steels. Okay, one thing that I do quite a bit is make tent stakes, and this is kind of a wet piece of wood, so it doesn't go down as well, but anyway, we'll do it with that. Anyway, make a tent stake. I wanted to show you something that this tool will do as well. Besides making that, what you could do, a lot of times you want your little wedge shape for your string or cord, rope, whatever. And this tool will do her. I like where you can use it to baton down. Don't want to go down too far. And then just go ahead and, like I say, this wood's wet, so it's not being real cooperative. There we go. But you can make your cord attachment place. Now what I thought it'd be cool to show you is to put this on and then pound your stake in like so. then attach your cord. So one other thing it'll do, make a good tent stake, and I love the way it batons in, and then you can go up with it to make your wedge shape. This would be good to use as a trap, a snare trap too, where you'd have your trigger right here. Anyway, one more use. Okay, you've seen all the pounding we've done so far. Here's a gun and knife magazine, and not a real fair test on this short blade, but it shows that it still cuts really well. If I can hold it right here. There. Anyway, it's sharp still. And we did a lot of batoning down and a lot of cutting and pounding on it. So, so far it's holding up the edge real well. We're going to use it as an axe pretty soon. As one of the main purposes that this is made for. But showing you some odds and ends of things that it works well with. I showed you the curls that it makes, and the tent stake, and then the first thing was the bow drill fire, where I had to make the spindle on the hearth, and I used a lot of batoning with that. I love how this batons. So anyway, it's proven a really useful tool so far, and Chuck did a good job. He has a couple of different sizes of these. This is out of 1095 steel, and he did a little bit of mustard etch on it. I'm starting to wear it off already here in scraping and pounding and stuff on the edge right here, but still looks just like it was new on the faces. Anyway, a good little tool, and we'll show you what this big hole's here for a little bit later.